Okay, so welcome to our this is like a monumental moment for me because this is I'll give you a backstory as to why we're doing this, but this is our first region, multi-nation, whatever you want to call it, recognition. So I'm super excited to do this with all of you guys. There's some new people on our team, and we're going to welcome them into our team in a minute. But what we used to do, just to give everyone, like the people that are newer, a backstory. We used to do our region. We had multi-regions in our success lines. There was 7 regions, right? So we did a big region, multi-region recognition for everyone, and it was just a lot. So there's so many of us now. We've decided to kind of just break apart and do our own, and start kind of like stepping into that leadership role and letting other people on our team do some recognition. So this one tonight I'll just do so everyone can kind of see how we're doing it. And then next month I'm going to actually ask a few of you guys to like chime in and help me with the recognition, because I don't want to be the only one talking on these things all the time. Okay. That's what this is all about, is that like, I'm going to talk to you guys about this after our region recognition as well, is our new ideas. I've got like all my notes that I want to talk to you guys about written out. So I'm super excited, and I just really want you guys to like have input and make this like a new exciting year for us, and like a fresh new, I'll get into the details about what we're going to talk about after. But anyways, so I have to thank, sorry guys. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. My microphone is like doing something crazy. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have these earplugs plugged in, and I keep putting my elbow on this to like turn the volume down. So I have to give a shout out to Amy Yaklashik, because she, bless her heart, has made up our recognition slides, which you're about to see, and they're so pretty. And I just want to say thank you so much, Amy. I know you, like, you're like my marketing girl. You like love doing this stuff. I know, like, anyways, I appreciate you so much. We all have, this is the thing, we all have different talents on this team. Some people are really good with numbers, not me. Some people are really good with like marketing things. And like some people are, I don't know, everyone has different talents. So we'll stick with that. And so thank you, Amy, for doing this. So you guys let me know. We'll just dive right into this. Let me know if you can see this. Can everyone see this? The Aspire Nation to Be. Okay, perfect. So I think this is just so pretty. I love it so much. So I put Aspire Nation to Be because we are going to be a nation soon. Like, not soon. I don't want to put a time limit on it. It'll happen when it happens. But the whole principle of us breaking off and doing our own thing is so that we can step into that nation role and start having other people promote through the levels, like regions and areas and stuff like that. So I'm just so excited to be able to do this with you guys. So just to give you a little caveat, this isn't going to be a huge recognition, because December, you guys, in Arbonne kind of is one of those like months. Okay. So in business, okay, if you've ever owned a business or you know someone that owns a business, there's ebbs and flows to the year, okay? And we know these things, people that have been around. So I'm just going to be celebrating my 5-year anniversary with Arbonne on January 10th, which is crazy. But I know the months that are good, really, really good, and I know the months that are kind of like So December can be one of those months, but that's okay. So in this recognition, you guys are going to be like, wow, we're not really recognizing very many people. And that's okay, because we are going to change that, because January is going to be friggin' off the charts. This slideshow is going to be like, and this person, and this person. So without further ado, I just want to give a huge shout out to some new people on our team. So these people have joined our team within the last like 5-6 weeks, and they deserve a huge shout out. So I'm just going to go through. So Ashley, Samantha, Adele, Heather, Amanda's not on this, her picture isn't on the slide, and then April and Stephanie. So I am so excited for all of you guys that have just started. I am just like, it's honestly, you guys, this is like the biggest gift I've ever been given. And I know that sounds so like, oh, like what? But I said no to this business for 7 months until my sponsor, Brooke, actually was like, okay, Jenna, you need to sit down and listen to this. And I was like, oh, fine. And then now I'm just so grateful that I said yes. So many good things to come, you guys. And like, just honestly, be here a year from now. Don't give up. Like, there's hard days, but don't give up, because in a year from now, when you're like a regional vice president, you will be like, I am so freaking glad I stuck with this. Okay, so IC Cash bonus earners, what does that mean? So if you're an independent consultant, you're not a district manager yet, and you're not anything above that, you can earn a cash bonus. So Adele earned the cash bonus in December. So that's awesome. So that just means like, I can show you the slide, or I didn't post the slide for this. I should have did that. But when you have 500 PQV and you've sponsored 1 or 2 PCs or ICs, you get an override on your commissions. And then if you earn level 2 is if you have 2,500 success line volume and you've sponsored 1 to 2 PCs or ICs with 150 QV. So it's really important for you guys to be, when you're sponsoring people, so say someone wants to become a preferred client and they have a few things that they want to order, always ensure that their orders are at least 150 QV. So and you don't want to force anything on anyone. So if they're at like 140 QV, be like, I'm going to throw in a face mask to thank you for becoming a client, and then you'll get your order to 150. It's so important for your bonuses. So always strive to get 150 QV. Okay. 1,000 DM qualification. So Adele is actually in her, what we call middle month of qual, because she qualled in November. So middle month was December, but now that's kind of all off the table because we have a new promotion set of rules. So it's this month, it's 3,500 to DM, which you guys, I have to say, this is like the Black Friday sale of building a legacy. Okay. Think about in November when we had our Black Friday sales with products, this in January going DM with 3,500 freaking QV. Like, guys, that's so freaking attainable. And I know some of you that are new are probably thinking like 3,500 QV, like that's insane. There was a day when I thought about that too. And now like it's crazy to me now, like when you build a business, 3,500 QV, it's done within 2 days, like in my business, like it's insane. So you guys just have to think big and don't like get caught up on like 3,500. This is literally the Black Friday sale of Arbonne right now. 2,500 DM qualification. So no one's at that right now, but like I said, we're going to build and get these slides going because good things are going to happen. And I'm so freaking excited. So we don't have any new district managers again. That's okay. Because this slide next month is going to be like, so excited. Okay. So Achiever Awards, for those that are newer, there are 2 Achiever Awards. Well, there's a district manager. So there's a district, we have to call them Achiever Awards. We used to call them district bonus earners. So district achievers this month was myself. So basically what that means is when you become a district manager, your maintenance for the month is 2,500. If you double that, which is 5,000 QV, and you have 5 new people join your team with 150s, again, 150s are important, you get $240 cash bonus on your paycheck. So I earned that. And so, yeah, so that's really something you want to strive for if you're a district manager. And then the business builder is, and Adele, I'm pretty sure you had 4, maybe you didn't have 5, but I put you here anyways, because you did amazing. Business builder award means you've sponsored 5 new 150s. Again, super important, that were either ICs or PCs or a mixture of both, or all PCs or all ICs, it doesn't matter. So myself and Adele earned that. The top district was myself. We used to post the QV that we had, but we aren't really allowed to do that anymore. We're not really supposed to talk about numbers. Top PQV, so this is personal qualifying volume. This isn't your success line. This is just your PQV. PQV means your order and your client's orders. Okay, so Adele was like 200 PQV away from, I'm just gonna see who's not, oh, Stell.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
All good, I just didn't want you to like have a conversation with Andrew and not know. Okay, so Adele was like very, very close to like tying with me on that. So congrats. And Adele's brand new in her business. So I just want to give a huge shout out. So like she's on all these slides. So if you're wondering like, well, what is she doing? Like different than me? She's just working her business and she's reaching out to people and she's asking people to order the 30 days and doing the PG and all those things. So, just huge kudos to you. And then top personal sponsoring, Adele and I had the same. So this is where I want to like open this up to all of you guys, because I really want this to be a place where we can like all share. And like, if you don't have a team yet, that's totally okay. You can shout out something that you learned or something that was a great like win for the week. Or maybe you had a big, like aha moment, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. You had a hesitation that someone gave you, you're not sure how to like address. So I wrote out the 4 people that I wanted to shout out. Caitlin, I'm shouting you out because you got on every single call, and getting on calls, you guys, is important to do because it keeps you plugged in. You might not feel like getting on a call. You might be like, oh, my kids, oh, this, oh, that. We can let so many excuses come into our like mind, but that's not going to help you grow a business. So I'm really just speaking from a place of love right now. I know I sound a little bit harsh and direct, but I'm honestly telling you, when I almost wanted to quit my business like 4 years ago when I was a district manager, I was like, I took the summer off. I was like, I don't really need to do this. Like, I don't need to get on the calls. And guess what? I almost lost my district. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is ridiculous. I feel better when I'm with Arbonne. So that's important. Amy, for creating the slide deck, and you have a lot going on. So I just want to thank you so, so much. Leah, you've had a huge mind shift, and I am so freaking excited. Like, I get chills thinking about where you're going to go this month and like beyond in Arbonne. Something's happened, and I'm just like so excited to see what's happening for you. And then Adele, for strong start. So just like for starting your business strong and being consistent and asking the questions and texting me like, how do I do this? Or what do I do? Where do I go here? It's awesome. That's what you guys need to do when you're first starting. Don't think you're overwhelming me like at all. I'm pretty good at multitasking. Some days I feel like I'm losing my mind, but that's okay. I want you guys to truly feel what I feel every single day because of this business. So I'm here to lock arms with you guys. Okay. Does anyone have anyone that they want to shout out or anything they want to say at this time? Someone, please, because I don't want to talk.
Well, I'll start by Adele. Welcome to the freaking family, man. Like, look at you go. That was a rock star start. So congratulations to that. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Jenna, I didn't even know that I hit some of these milestones because, first of all, my peer pay wasn't set up for until like a couple days ago. So I really didn't know what I was getting, but it's all good now. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for all your help.
And that too, you guys, is like, that's how I was when I first started. I had no idea what I was even earning. Like, Natalie Mullins, our national vice president, was texting me. She was like, Jenna, like, what, like, who are you? So just to give you guys like, so the 3,500 DM qualifications this month, when I first started my business, it was in January, and I did 4,000 QV in the first month. So I would have become a district manager. If this had been on sale. It wasn't on sale when I started my business. So I promoted in 2 months. So I did 4,000 in the first month, and then I forget what I did in the second month. It was like 3,000 or something. So I did over, like, we need 6,000 in 2 months. So I promoted, but like, everyone was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you? I was like, ignorance on fire. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, it was just like, go, go, go. And then I learned after, like, I earned all these things. I earned like a Michael Kors watch. It was insane. I was like, okay. Anyways, enough about that. Anyone else want to give a shout out? Okay. Now that you guys know that this is here though, for next month, like, just like watch people on our team. And like, that's what this is all about, right? This is about like a community. This is about people like encouraging other people. Like there's no cattiness, there's no judgment. It's just all about people just helping each other. Like, when someone else wins, that's a win for all of us. Okay. As far as I'm concerned. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing this so I can see everyone's face. Because when it's the slides up, I can't see everyone. It's all like everyone's in a line over here. Now I can see all your faces. This is better. Okay, make sure you screenshot this and post it and tag everyone, okay? Because that's the other thing I want to talk about is, like, we all need to be like posting on social media and showing people. Like, you might think, like, when I first started posting stuff, I was like, oh, but will people want to be like, oh, they do Zoom calls? That's kind of daunting. Maybe some people will think that way, but like, honestly, I know from my personal experience, and now especially with like COVID and the pandemic, everyone's home. So like, this is actually quite nice to get on a conversation with like other adults and not having screaming children. Like, I actually really enjoy this. So it's the way you look at things, right? Okay. So does anyone have anything to ask before we get into this next little portion? That was fairly 20 minutes. That was pretty good. Proud of myself for that. Okay. So I'm going to just quickly mention a couple things before we dive into the new region, multi-region not Facebook group, but like look that I want our team to have. Okay. So the first thing I just want to talk to you guys about is a call that we had with our upline, Deanna Heron. Okay. She's like, I don't even know how many VPs she has on her team, over 200. It's insane. She had someone speak on this call. It's called The Power of Possibilities. And her name's Carrie McDonald. She's an ENVP. And she freaking, oh my God, I have all these notes here that she talked about, and it was just yesterday. And I wrote them all down, and I just want to go through them really quickly with you guys. I don't even remember what the topic of her call was, but she was talking about build this business before. So she said build before, and I was like, what the hell is she talking about? Then she started to talk about how, God forbid, someone could get sick in your family. You could get sick. You could lose your job. You could go through a divorce. You could, God forbid, okay, guys, like I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer here, but I'm just saying build this business, you guys, before any of that stuff happens. And I can speak from experience because I am a single mom, and I look around this friggin' house right now, I'm like gonna get emotional. And I would not have any of this stuff in this house, or like, it's not even about the material things. I wouldn't have all you guys. I wouldn't have people messaging me every other day being like, you're such an inspiration and I love what you've done and da 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 da. I wouldn't have any of that if I didn't have Arbonne. So I want you guys to like honestly stop playing small in your businesses and build this business now, so that when you need it, really need it later, you will be like, I'm so glad I built it. That's the first thing she said. And then she talked about be willing to look foolish. Don't, every time you go to post something or every time you go to ask someone, don't worry about being foolish or looking foolish or like stop caring what other people think, because they're not paying your freaking bills. Like they're not. So it doesn't matter what other people are thinking about you. We need to get really focused. So she talked about getting focused, like laser beam focused on what we want to do and where we're going. So don't look left, don't look right, keep your blinders on and go. Have you asked yourself at the end of the day, have you helped 10 people today? Have you asked 5 people to hear about this business? And if you can't answer that, then you haven't helped enough people. And I'm not saying that you have to like ask like 100 people every day. That's not feasible. Maybe it is, but it's not. So the next thing she talked about was packing light. Again, I was like, packing light? Like, where are we going? What trip are we going? I was just like, this girl has these wicked sayings. She talked about, I have these notes, so I'm referring to them. Who can we help when we're carrying cinder blocks on our shoulders? So when we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, who are we able to help? Not very many people. So we have to pack light. We have to get rid of the like heaviness of what this business is, or like, it's not a like, oh, I have to do that today with my Arbonne business, or I have to make my kids lunches, or well, we're not making lunches, I guess. But I have to do this, or I have to work out. Guys, we get to do those things, right? So like, what am I trying to say? Drop the cylinder blocks. Okay. Like protect your peace. So Trent Shelton always talks about this. Go for a walk in nature. Protect your peace. If people that you're following aren't serving you, or some people in your life aren't serving you, drop them. Unfollow them. You got to protect this, right? It's so important. Gratitude is so important just in life in general. Be thankful for the business you don't have yet. Oh, man, like we're always chasing that like level. Like I want to be a district manager. I want to be this. I want to be that. Guys, just be thankful for the business you don't even have yet. Be thankful for what you have now, and be thankful for how far you've come. And she talks about being like what's possible is probable and inevitable. And I was like, Jesus, like so good, right? Write it down, break it down. So big vision, small numbers. You need to have a big vision and chunk those numbers down so they don't look so big. And then I talked about the Black Friday of the building a legacy with 3,500. If you guys are delaying anything in your business or delaying anything in life, it means that there's fear. So delay is fear. Does that make sense? I'm not going to go into the details of that because I think you guys can kind of get to what I'm saying. And the last thing she talked about was, this is going to be scary for us. Like, doing your first live is going to be scary. Like, guys, I was literally sweating. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. And like, I was mumbling my words. I was like kerfluffled. I fucking probably said something that like doesn't even make sense on my first live, but I did it. And now I'm like, oh, whatever. It's just a live. So just feel the fear and do it. Just do it. No one's going to care. And actually, if you do mess up, people are going to be like, oh, she's actually a real chick. And she's not like, hello, everybody. So just like, get over the fear and do the scary things. Like, we can do hard things. And connect your mind, connect your heart, and connect the action. So if you connect those three things, you can like get into the vibration of like good things. And then don't get comfy, play to win. All right. So that was the training she did. I thought it was amazing and I wanted to pass it along. So we're just like going right through this. Okay. So here's what I want to really get your like take on. So the fact that we've kind of separated some of our regions from our multi-region, we're starting to do some things on our own, like recognition. We used to be part of a Take a Look call series with the larger group of people, but I'm wondering if we would like to branch off and do something on our own. This is all just I'm asking you guys, please type in the chat if you want any ideas, suggestions in our Aspire Messenger group. We could always, after this, you guys can like, you can just say like, I have this idea. What about this? Oh, well, I don't know. How many are we? What do you mean, Adele? You might as well just unmute yourself.
Like this group that we have going on right now, like that you're splitting down. Like, I'm just wondering how many people there are that would be participating, like if we were to do something else.
Oh, so basically, well, a good representation is people on this call. And then also there's a few people that couldn't get on this call. But like in my region, there's like over like 80 people in my region, but not everyone is an active consultant. So there would be like consistently, I would say there'd probably be like 10 of us, like a solid 10 of us that could like, I think that's about a fair number. So that's
the one thing for us to think about with that is, if we're doing it on a weekly basis, similar to our Thursday night take-a-looks, our audience is going to be hearing from the same group of people over and over again. And sometimes that variety and the experiences that are from all over the place. And I think that is an interesting part too. Like when people are speaking and they're from all over, we've got that one girl in Texas and, our folks out east. So I think that variety is really beneficial to kind of, I don't want to say selling it, but do you know what I mean? To promoting what we're trying to promote through those take-a-look sessions. So not that that's going to be the wrong thing for us to do. I just think it's something we need to think about, is that will be our reality, is if, our core group, really it's going to be repetitive of the same people and the same experiences.
totally a good point, Amy. Like, yeah.
I will say that the take a looks too, that is, I feel like something that kind of really got me open to the idea, was seeing all the other people and all the other stories and seeing how many other people were out there, like, across provinces that were doing it. That kind of like piqued my interest a little bit.
Okay. So this is what I want to talk. This is like all good things. This is all what I want to talk to you guys about, is just getting opinions or like pros and cons of what it would look like. So this is a bit of like a business action plan in my mind, because this isn't going to be like an overnight decision that we make, like whether we continue with the take a look that they have, which is we can totally continue with what, so it'll be Shannon, Leanne, and Erin that are continuing to stay, and Brooke has gone off to do her own thing, and Brittany's also gone off to do her own thing. And there's no right or wrong. Yeah, I think I will have this, I don't know if I want this recorded actually. Yeah, maybe I'll stop the recording there. Thanks, Amy.